that Oheb and Edward definitely playing out of their minds. Kailangan sumabay yung side lanes or at least biglang maaral nila yung kalaban nila. This is a process and that's why we're watching game number 2. Let's go.
It's still pretty much the same thing for both sides. Ganun pa rin yung nagiging ban. So I think ganun pa rin. Fanny, I think this next one should be a Ling. And here comes Sibol Blue, of course, respecting yung Beatrix ni Oheb. I think pinipili rin naman nila to, pero I think for this very particular series, it's gonna be taken out. I wonder if ma-open dito yung Ling. Kasi kanina for 2 consecutive or 3 consecutive games straight, Fanny and Ling yung first bans dito ng Sibol Red. So I'm wondering if ma-open ba to for their side? Will they go for the assassin? Kasi it seems like both sides parang they still go for the fighter, the tank, jungler. So sa tingin mo ba ma-open to or magagamit to ng Sibol team natin?
Well, right now for Sibol Blue and Sibol Red, they're taking out the almost similar bans from game number 1. No? These are almost all targeted bans, yung mga ayaw mo lang talaga makita or ayaw mo lang makalaban dahil nga napakataas ng mastery ng mga players on the other side. And this time around, I'm expecting that the XP lane matchup wouldn't even be touched. The thing about XP lane kasi dito, as you said, fighters, hindi naman sila masyado nababan out. Literal, kung titignan natin yung mga bans ngayon, these are position for gold laners and junglers. XP lane would pretty much be the same. I'm expecting a Thamus, I'm expecting an Esmeralda, or if medyo cheesy, mag-Yura ka, but then again, Yura has fallen off for some reason. So I feel like fighters would definitely be almost always available in this game.
Final ban, 1-1 for Sibol Red. Kanina naging pattern ng Sibol Blue is to pick up the Julian for the first phase. And since natanggal na nga yun, ano ba yung open dito?
Yan, Savior.
Okay, this time. Yeah, Savior.
Yep. And Sibol Red, they have to take the Franco. Kailangan kunin na nila yung Franco dito kasi if you give the Savior Franco on one end, it's going to be extremely powerful. Kakainin ka with the Bloody Hunt tapos biglang full combo ng Savior. Nobody survives that in the mid to late game. Kailangan at least humanap sila ng pangontra sa ganong combo or kunin mismo nila. Pero mukhang medyo na may spoiler na nang lumabas doon. The Thamus is already picked up, I think, for the side of Sibol Red. Yeah. Mag-aantay tayo kung kukuha ba sila ng isang Digi ulit para kumontra sa isang crowd control heavy na support. So let's just wait kung anong kukunin ng Sibol Red.
Will it be a gold laner or will it be the mid lane matchup again? The Eve is still open here na paborito rin. Pero nakalimutan ko yung Matilda that has been na-slip up. And kanina, it has been a consistent ban. And this time, let's see it fly. For Sibol Blue naman, you mentioned the Franco. This could be a pickup for them. Lalo na, parang Thamus, Matilda, these are heroes that sobrang deadly na to, no? Franco.
Yeah,
tapos
not just deadly. The mobility is what we have to talk about if we're looking at the Matilda and the Thamus, no? Not to mention, meron na siyang sariling leap. Meron ka pang madadagdag na guiding wind. And this opens up Sibol Red to go for the classic Matilda Barats combo, no? The Matilda Barats na ilang beses na nating nakita from the side of VYs, their mastery over that hero combo is definitely something that Sibol Blue has to respect. But this time around, Sibol Blue, we're waiting for their picks. They're gonna take the Cho instead of that Franco. And Esmeralda naman pantapat sa Thamus. As we talked about earlier, Burger King, the XP lane would almost always be similar.
Yeah, and the Tirot is still here is still open here. I'm expecting na baka Thamus jungle to for Sibol Red. Something to go up against the Esmeralda. I was expecting na baka Esmeralda Franco, pero they went for the Cho. Seems to be a repeat pick here for Sibol Blue. Baka comfort pick ito. And final pick here for Sibol Red. Would it be a Sicilian ulit? Considering yung performance doon ni Yu for the past few games, it has been fantastic. May mobility na rin dito with the Matilda. So, I think it will be a good matchup. Pero, Karina na lang ang naging choice dito for Sibol Red, taking it away from Sibol Blue kasi Jade on this Karina is absolutely insane.
Yeah, nakita naman natin nung game 1, napakalakas talaga ng Karina ni Jade. And what makes this even better for Sibol Red is the Karina or the Thamus could go extremely aggressive. Yung literal papasok sila sa apat ng nasa likod as long as may guiding wind si Oh My V. And this is the beauty of the Matilda composition. You can have assassins or fighters that just dives in the backline nonstop and then pull them back with a guiding wind. So this is something that Sibol Red could definitely do, but they are still lacking in crowd control or hard crowd control na talagang pwedeng mag-lock in ng members ng Sibol Blue. Especially that Savior. Pag hinayaan mo yan by mid to late game, it's not gonna be a fun time for you. Claude will be the ban for the side of Sibol Red. Now Sibol Blue, ano kaya ang response nila dito?
Sa tingin ko, they might ban out. Actually, I was expecting the Sicilian, pero the Eve, that seems to be a favorite choice din ni Haji. Matatanggal dito. Team fight, eccentric composition, real world manipulation, ang hirap din, no? Kasi I think for game number 1, napapop ni Yu yung kanyang sprint just to escape that real world manipulation. Final ban here for both sides. Wala pa silang gold laners. I'm actually looking forward to see kung anong ba yung magiging matchup. The Beatrix is out, 1-1 is out. So maybe Clint, Brody, we might see for this
even the carry
game.
ulit. So the carry we saw in game 1, and yung options natin dito sa gold lane, no, bumababa na. Nabanggit mo na rin yung Clint, nabanggit mo yung Brody, meron pa tayong Irithel at carry. What I love about gold lane right now is hindi na nakakaumay. Dati kasi 3 tao lang yung nakikita natin. But ngayon we have like 6 people. And Sibol Red, they decided to ban out the Bruno as well. Baka targeted ban to para sa gold lane ng Sibol Blue. Maybe Bruno is one of his best picks, so tinanggal na lang din niya. Sibol Blue, they could ban out another gold laner here. But I feel like that would limit the hero pool by so much na baka mahirapan na rin sila. Pero mukhang sabi nila, sige, palanan mo na lang ng hero pool, Oheb. Carry would be the ban.
Yeah. Oh. Ay, Sicilian pala. Sicilian, yeah. Ayan. Okay lang yan. Okay. Nagulat din daw yung ilaw mo. Hindi. Yung final ban pala ng Sibol.
Nakasalala natin yung nasa harapan ko.
Wala bang kuryente dyan?
Hindi. Tawag doon. Naka-power bank kasi yung ring light ko. Mamaya papalitan ko tagin din.
Last time, nakita ko na yung may kumakatok. Daming ganap naman dyan. Pero, daming ganap dito man, carry ang naging open nga, no? Paliliman nga ng hero pool. And the Sicilian, na kanina ko sinabi na pwedeng pick up ng Sibol Red. It's now banned out. Final 2 picks here. Something to go up against the carry. Throwback to the Popol and Pupa as well as the Paquito. So, I think it's gonna be a Paquito jungle for Sibol Blue. Isa rin to sa mga heroes na buff up, by the way, Omi.
Yeah, the Paquito jungle, not just the Paquito jungle, no, the Paquito damage overall ay binuff up talaga ng Moonton so far for MLBB. And this is going to be a fun time, no? Kasi not only do we have an action-packed lineup for both, wala tayong masyado makikitang tank dito. It's very refreshing, no? Considering na yung pinaka-tank na ng both squads dito would be the Thamus and the Esmeralda. This is a big throwback to the non-tank meta. And it's going to be interesting to see big bursts of damage, quicker fights, and let's just say more assassinations considering that we also have the Natalia na talagang nag-ingay nung last SEA Games.
Yeah, Natalia. So it is going to be a pause for Matilda for Sibol Red. Something, well, will it be, kasi ginagamit to ni Haji? Haji ba to for Team Red? Let's take a look kung sino nga ba ang gagamit ng it's Haji on the Natalia. And yeah, Oh My Venus is gonna go back to the post-4 role. Pero ngayon, and yeah, nahuli sa gitna ng lahat, flicker out para lang makatakas dun sa damage. So it's more of the folks from blue and red. Pero again, we do have to talk about the side lanes. This time, Edward, mapapaatas ngayon ni Drain Sanity sa kanyang lane. This is what they needed.
Yeah, this is definitely what they needed nung game 1, no? Something na ngayon hahanapin na ng Sibol Red. But this is a 2v2 in the river area. Haji, 50 HP. The Paquito looking for blood. First blood going to that Paquito at mukhang kukunin pa niya ang orange buff on the side of Sibol Blue. That is a nice play coming in from Wait a minute. Sibol Blue pala yung nakakuha nun. This is Jade still.
Still Jade on this Paquito. And you mentioned na wala na ang tank this time. So refreshing. This is throwback to all the way, like, mga 3 patches ago yata to. Tama ba ako? Sobrang OP ng Paquito jungle.
This feels like season 7 and season 8 of our pro league here in the Philippines. But here comes Haji. It's a 2v1. Yue in trouble. The damage coming in from Haji. Pero mukhang si Yue na mismo yung lalapit. And he's gonna get killed because of that choice. Pero sabi ni Jade, sige, respakan kita dito, tol. Here comes the knockout punch. BP2 and ANX is looking for blood. Makatakas naman siya with the Jeet Kondo plus the Shunpo. Pero Sibol Red, makakuha siya ng isa para sa isa.
Yeah. Oh man, Edward again onto the insanity 1v1 situation. Flicker out by Edward, pero this time 1 HP, a slither of HP left. Will he able to sustain? And down goes Edward this time. The insanity looking a little bit better sa kanyang lane. Half HP ng ating turtle. Sibol Red or Sibol Blue. We will see again by Jade. Running light from the backside at nakuha na ng Sibol Blue ang gusto nila. Objectives, again, Jade has been so on point so far sa dalawang series na to. It's already, wow, 1-5 na ang kanyang gold as compared to the others.
2-0 on this Pakito at nakanakaw na naman siya ng isang big objective mula sa side ng Sibol Red. And things are not looking so good for Sibol Red. They're trying to hold up here. Kill 1 o si Oheb. Mukhang masisipa pabalik yung Natalia and Haji. Almost getting a kill on the gold laner pero mukhang almost na lang ang sagot. Here comes Wise. Hindi sapat ang movement speed. Mapapa-flicker out si Kiel. And overall, that's just a free kill for the side of Sibol Blue.
Oo, medyo lugi doon 3v1 situation. That was the Cho, tsaka Popol and Tupa. Tatlong heroes take down Haji. Pero I see the possible combo here, Omi, for Sibol Red. Ang sakit kasi dito ng mga whiz na binabato ni Oh My Venus. Tapos tama man ng guiding wind. So that could be a possible combo for Sibol Red. Nakita natin kanina in the mid side where they almost got a kill. Like, guiding wind dito si Oh My Venus and then papasok si Haji with the Natalia. It's enough to dish out so much damage, especially on the more squishy heroes dito ng Sibol Blue. Again, a clash might just happen here pero tamang sustain lang dito for both sides. Mapapaatras na lang din sila. They don't wanna risk anymore. They don't wanna have any more casualties here.
Yeah, and Drinsanity in this game is doing way better than game number 1. Tinatry niyang ibuli si Edward at nakakuha pa nga ng isang death si Edward because of the aggressive moves na binabato dito ni Drinsanity this game. So definitely he's learning from his mistakes in game number 1. Pero kailangan niya mag-ingat dito because Edward, kahit medyo malugi siya sa lane, what makes him very consistent as an XP laner is his knowledge to actually just recover from fallbacks like this one. Pero mukhang delikado dito sa Oh My B. One guiding wind away and she's safe.
Now on the bot side though, it's a different story. Pero again, Drinsanity and Edward 1v1 situation. Cotter and Inferno, kinasa na nga dito ni Drinsanity is able to sustain in all the damage from Edward at ngayon. This is what you mentioned. Kahit hindi sila magpa-pick off, at least they sustain their lanes and so far Drinsanity looking a little bit better now. Pero Jade again, tamang kuha lang ng objective. That's 2 turtles once again to Sibol Blue.
Yeah, Sibol Blue once again dominating the early game. And this time around, no, kanina yung nabanggit nating Floyd, hindi nila na-anchor yung side lane. But that actually didn't matter because Sibol Red, they're gonna get their kill here. And I think it's a trade for a 1-for-1. But then again, no, kahit medyo okay na yung mga side lane ngayon ng Sibol Red, Sibol Blue is rotating more effectively in terms of securing objectives and giving gold to the Popol and Koopa. In which case, mas okay na patabain mo yung gold lane kesa yung XP lane mo. And right now, mamamatay pa yung XP lane ng Sibol Red. This is a 2v2. Nandito na rin si Venus. Papasok siya kasama dito ni Wise. Pero mukhang makakakill ba sila dito kay Jade? Makakatakas with a sliver of health. Pero mukhang mamamatay siya with a wisp coming in from Vexana. Si Wise, buhay pa rin naman. It's a 2v1 scenario against Yue. Yue, wala na siyang mana. The Haji KDA machine gets his kill with a guiding wind exit. Pero sabi ni Edward, Mama, eto na ako. Vexana, mukhang konti na lang with the Star Moon dance from Edward. Makakuha siya ng kill.
Yep, Insanity goes for killing away of the dragon there. Pero si Oheb, again, on the killing spree. Ang dalawang towers na pala yung nakuha niya. Habang sinasabi natin, make that 3 actually, even the mid-side nakuha na ni Oheb. So habang busy yung Sibol Red with the clashes, they have been getting the shot nabs, they have been winning the clashes. Pero yung Sibol Red naman, again, very objective. It seems to be their very objective base.
Yeah. And apart from being objective-based, no, effective yung bawat rotation na ginagawa ng Sibol Blue. Mas madami silang nakukuha. Kasi may nakukuha din naman yung Sibol Red. Kung napapansin natin this game, it's not as dominating as game number 1. Every rotation, may trade na nagaganap. Pero ang nagagawa kasi ng Sibol Blue, trade plus 1. May nakukuha silang extra. Pero sabi ni Sibol Red, gusto namin ng extra na yan. Si Kelva ng una nila target. Pero napakagandang laser galing dito kay Yue. And that one is down on the side of Sibol Blue. Nandito na rin ang Circling Eagle. Nice stun on the Cho. Pero kulang sila ng damage. It's a 1-for-1 trade. That could have been way better for Sibol Red. Pero ang ganda ng ginawa ng Sibol Blue.
Yep, right after that clash, again, Sibol Blue, no, si Jade dito, kung hindi mo siya nakikita sa clashes, he goes in right after, di ba? Parang pagkatapos ng clash, pero again, patuloy-tuloy lang ang pagkakuha ng objective. Retribution on point here. Mystic Field, natamaan ang lahat.
Oh no, Wise?
Yue going for Wise, pero tingnan mo naman si Edward, pati sa zone doon, contra Inferno as well, with his Santius on Vincents. But now, Enya goes for Oh My Venus, and right after all of that, si Haji na lang yung natira dito na ispatan. There is that exclamation point, pero mapapaatras na lang din si Haji dito. Insanity looking a lot better in this game on the Stamos.
Definitely. Pero man, Sibol Blue in that play, napakaganda ng ginawa ni Edward. Zoom out ng 3 hanggang 4 na tao. At habang nandun si Edward, si Yue naman at si Jade ay kumuha ng napakalaking objective while taking a team fight na nangyayari din ngayon dito. On the purple side of Sibol Red, mukhang si Haji ay very low HP na. Hinahanap din si Yue, and Yue will go down to the hands of the KDA machine. Nandito na rin yung Cho. Hinahanap niya si Haji, pero mukhang si Wise ay makakalimutan ng win. Insanity in trouble with Continent Inferno won't be healing him back enough. Grabe na yung damage na nagagaling dito kay Edward at kay Oheb.
Yep, our two princess blacklist. Definitely this time. Edward, mapapa-guiding wheel dito si Oh My Venus. He is able to sustain all the damage. Perico's Sacrifice tries to go in for Edward. Execute. And he is able to escape. Pero dito din si Oheb with the kill. They got a double kill. Down goes Haji and down goes Oh My Venus. Susunod pa yata dito si Wais, and it's a triple kill for Oheb. Man, Sibol Blue actually. Grabe yung ginagawa nila. Daming towers na wala doon.
Sobra. And from Filipino sniper na naging Filipino dog whisperer. Ganun kalupit. 3 pinatay with a flicker, without even a flicker in that fight. Sino ba tong TL1 na to? Parang may kalaban na si Oheb.
Oo. Much better than Oheb daw eh. Oheb 2.0.
Mas magaling daw si TL1
eh. Oo. Kaya nga number 1 siya eh. Pero yun, Sibol Blue, I think minazone out nila dito. Si Jade, Yue ang unang target dito ni Haji. Pero look at that, Insanity. May vengeance pa nga dito si Kel. Ang gusto, hulihin. And now, right after all of that, itutuloy pa ba nila? Tuloy pa yung mga si Jade.
Oh no! Haji!
Pero nakasustain pa rin Way of the Dragon. And Haji goes down, saving the life of Jade right before the Lord. I think they can go for it. Or could it be a bait here by Sibol Red?
Napakagandang Lord dance na ginagawa dito ng Sibol Red, no? Yung malaking kalamangan ng Sibol Blue nilaro nila, and Gen 1 being out of this will mean na mukhang team fight pa rin ang habol ni Edward. That is a very ballsy play. At magbabayad si Edward para sa pagkakamali na yon. But here comes Jade with a 2-man, no 3-man knockup. Almost taking down Toshiya Sato as well. Hahanapin dito ng Cho ang Karina. Sisipain pabalik si Wise. Pakito with the damage. Hindi pa niya binabato. Knockup on Wise. Mukhang makakatakas si Wise with the dance. Pero grabe naman yung damage na galing dito kay Kiel at kay Yue na rin. The Kiel and Yue connection. At hinahanap pa nga niya si Toshiya Sato habang may namamatay dito sa harap si Insanity. Nag-kill dito Continent Inferno pero hindi niya papamatay. Si Haji nahanap na rin dito. 4 ang bumagsak para sa side ng Sibol Red at si Toshiya Sato ang mananatiling magde-defend para sa side nila.
Yup, man, right after that 4-man takedown by Sibol Blue, they go all the way for the Lord once again. Grabe yung bold lead as well ng Sibol Blue. The map control, it's all just here. I mean, although nakita ko naman may mga wins dito yung Sibol Red, what do they need to do here? It's either huli, again, yung question na hulihin mo ba si Kiel1 or hulihin mo ba si Yue? Who is the target here? I mean, they have a Natalia here to assassinate these heroes. And it seems like sila pa yung nahuhuli sa mga clashes ni Sibol Red.
And the thing is, like, the defensive capacity of Sibol Red is low. Kailangan aggressive talaga sila, pero masyado nang masakit ang Sibol Blue. Nice dawning light na mula dito kay Yue. Bagsak si Wais at ngayon tatlo ang inhibitor turret na pwedeng papagsakin ng Sibol Blue. Sobrang bilis nila mag-push with this Popol and Pupa. That's one down. Mukhang mid lane naman ata ang susunod nila. Burger Kim, here comes a team fight.
Oh dear, they're going in straight for the tower. Figure out by Oh My Venus. They're locking in the tower. And Sibol Blue, once again, takes this game by storm.
Victory!
Oh man, nandito na tayo sa